Good morning class. Today in this lecture we are going to discuss our next point in fifth chapter, that is wireless communication. In that wireless communication we are going to discuss the point that is Bluetooth architecture, Piconet and Scatternet. First of all, we discuss the point that is Bluetooth. Bluetooth is an open specification for short range wireless transmission of voice and data, and it provides a simple, low cost wireless connectivity between personal digital assistants, cellular phones, laptops and other handheld devices. Bluetooth is a simple peer-to-peer wireless technology created to connect multiple consumers' mobile information devices, that is cellular phones, laptop, handheld computers, digital cameras and printer transparently. Bluetooth specification is IEEE 802.15, means IEEE 802.15 standard is a Bluetooth standard. In that 2.4 to 2.5 GHz band with FHSS technology is used. Bluetooth is a low power consuming technology with the transmission distances up to 30 feet, means 10 meter, and throughput of about 1 Mbps, means data rates up to 1 Mbps. It is a wireless personal area network, means WPAN technology, and it uses for exchanging of data over a short distances. Means at the small distances we can exchange the data by using WPAN, means wireless personal area network, and it is a Bluetooth technology. Maximum devices that can be connected at the same time are the 7, means at the same time 7 devices are connected to this network. Bluetooth ranges up to 10 meters, means 30 feet, and it provides the data rates up to 1 Mbps or 3 Mbps depending upon the version. Depending upon version, it may be 1 Mbps or 3 Mbps data rates. The spreading technique is FHSS, means frequency hopping spread spectrum, and Bluetooth network is called as a Piconet network, and a collection of interconnected Piconets is called as a Scatternet. Next point is a nowadays Bluetooth technology is used for several computer and non-computer applications. It is used for providing the communication between peripheral devices like wireless mouse and keyboard with the computer. We can use Bluetooth technology for the wireless mouse and keyboard, and it is used by the modern healthcare devices to send the signals to monitors. Healthcare devices also we use the Bluetooth technology, and it is used by the modern communicating devices like mobile phones, PDAs, etc. to transfer the data rapidly. It can also used for file transfer operations from one mobile to another. For file sharing we can also use the Bluetooth technology. The advantages of Bluetooth is low cost. Is the main advantage. It is easy to use. It can also penetrate through the walls. Means data is transferred through the walls also. Means it penetrates through the walls. It creates an ad hoc connection immediately without any wires. Means wireless connection immediately without any wires we can transfer the files. Means it connect or create the ad hoc network. It is used for voice and data transfer. You can share the files, audio, video, etc. by using the Bluetooth. Disadvantages is it can be hacked and hence it is a less secure. It has a slow data transfer rate, that is 3 Mbps depending upon the version of the Bluetooth. It has a small range up to 10 meters. Also up to 10 meters we can share the files or transfer the data up to 10 meters within the range of 10 meters. This is a several applications, advantages and disadvantages of Bluetooth. Let us see architecture of Bluetooth. There are mainly two types of network in Bluetooth architecture. A Bluetooth architecture defines the two types of networks, namely Piconet and Scatternet. The Piconet Bluetooth is a network that consists of one primary master. We can say that First is this is called as a primary or a master node, and the 7 active nodes called as a slave node or secondary nodes. Piconet is a Bluetooth network that consists of one primary, that is master node, and 7 active, that is secondary slave nodes. Thus the Piconet can have up to 8 devices node. One is the master node and 7 is the slaves or stations within the distance of 10 meters. There can be only one primary or master station in each Piconet. The communication between primary and secondary can one-to-one or one-to-many. It can be one-to-one or one-to-many. All the communication is between master and slave. It is communication in between master and slave. Slave to slave communication is not possible in that Piconet network. In addition to 7 active slave stations, a Piconet can have up to 255 parked nodes, means it is a waiting node, up to 255 waiting nodes. These parked nodes are a secondary or a slave stations and can take part in communication until it is moved from parked state to active state. Suppose this secondary or a slave nodes communication is over, at that time the parked node is entered into that network. So it is called as a Piconet. Piconet having one master node and the 7 active nodes, means it consists of 8 active nodes with one master and 7 slaves. This is a Piconet Bluetooth network. Next is a Scatternet. Scatternet is formed by combining various Piconet. One Piconet and the other Piconet, means combining one or more Piconets is called as a Scatternet. A slave in one Piconet can act as a master. Slave in one Piconet is act as a master or primary in a other Piconet or primary in the other Piconet. Such a station or node can receive the messages from the master in the first Piconet and deliver the messages to its slaves in a other Piconet where it is acting as a master. So it is acting as a master. So this node is called as a bridge slaves. Here in this node, here this is a primary node, and for this it is a secondary node. For this Piconet structure or network, it is act as a secondary, that is slave node, and for this Piconet it is a master, means it is a primary node, and it is a bridge slave. We can say that it is a bridge slave. Thus a station can be a member of 2 Piconets. So this is a bridge slave is a member of 2 Piconets, and a station cannot be a master into 2 Piconets. Okay, this is a Scatternet. Let us see the main difference between Scatternet and Piconet. Formation. It is one network of 8 stations. Means Piconet is formed with the one network of 8 stations. It is formed by different network linked together with the Bluetooth technology. And Scatternet is formed by combining of 2 or more Piconets. Means many Piconets can be combined to form a Scatternet. Next, capacity. Has the ability to serve up to 7 to 8 devices, and it can serve more than 8 devices. Here only 7 to 8 devices can be communicated. Or capacity means ability to serve up to 7 to 8. Here number of means here we can serve more than 8 devices because Scatternet is combining 2 or more Piconets. Here the coverage, small area is covered by using Piconet network. Here large area is covered by using Scatternet network. Here bandwidth allows the less efficient use of channels bandwidth, but here in a Scatternet more efficient bandwidth is used for a more efficient use for a channel bandwidth. This is the main difference between Scatternet and Piconet. Next point is a Bluetooth layers and a protocol stack. Here this is the diagram of a Bluetooth layer or a protocol stack. This is the application to L2 cap layer is called as a upper layer, or we can say that it is a upper layer. This is the middle layer. Here HCI is there, means it is a interface is there, and from link manager protocol, baseband and the radio is a lower layer. So that this is divided into the two parts. First is the upper part and second is the lower part. From the link manager it divided, these three parts are contained in a lower layer and these three parts are contained in a upper layer. First is the application, second is the TCS, third is the OBX, WAP, SDP, RFCOM. Let us see one by one the description of all the points. Here first is the RF layer. RF performs the modulation and demodulation of a data into RF signals. Means the RF layer, that is last layer, radio layer, it performs the modulation and demodulation data into RF signal, and it defines the physical characteristics of a Bluetooth transceiver. And it defines two types of physical link, that is connectionless and connection oriented. Means the RF is a radio layer, means it performs the modulation scheme. Next is a baseband link layer. It performs a connection establishment within a piconet. Means the radio layer is the baseband and the link controller layer. Means above the radio layer, the baseband link and link manager protocol layer is there. The baseband portion of the layer is responsible for properly formatting the data for transmission to and from the radio layers. Means it is used for performing the connection establishment, and it handles the synchronization of links. Next is the link manager protocol layer. Link manager protocol layer is the layer which is used for link setup and security. Means it performs the management of already established link, and it also includes the authentication and encryption process. Means it performs the link setup and security. Next point is a logical link control and adaptation protocol layer. It is also known as heart of the Bluetooth protocol stack. Means logical link control and adaptation protocol layer is the heart of the Bluetooth protocol stack by providing well-defined layers of functionality. It allows the communication between upper and the lower layers. Means logical link control is the allow to communication between upper layer and lower layer of the Bluetooth protocol stack. It packages the data packets received from upper layer into the form expected by the lower layer. It also performs the segmentation and multiplication. What is meant by segmentation and multiplication? We already discussed in our previous lectures. And the link next point is the SDP layer. SDP is short form for SDP is Service Discovery Protocol. It allows to discover the services available on another Bluetooth enabled devices. Means it allows for the services available on another Bluetooth enabled devices. Next is RFCOM layer. The RFCOM layer, its short form for RFCOM is radio front end component. It provides the serial interface with WAP and OBX. OBX is used for exchange the data. Means it is object exchange. It is a communication protocol to exchange the object between two devices. Means it is used for exchanging the devices. RFCOM provides the connection. It provides the connection to multiple devices. Means RFCOM is used for connection for multiple devices. WAP is a wireless access protocol and used for the internet access. Next is a TCS. TCS is a telephony control protocol, provides the telephony services. And first point, that is application and profile layer, it enables the user to interact with the application. These are the Bluetooth communication protocol stack with the main function of each layer. Next point is the Bluetooth frame structure. A Bluetooth frame with a basic rate has a three parts. First is the access code, second is the header, and third is the data as shown in the following diagram. Here, this is the access code, which is a part of a Bluetooth frame structure. Second is the header, third is the data. Here, the header is divided into again these parts. First is the address, type, FAS, and the checksum. F means the flow control, A for the acknowledgement, and S means the sequence number. And it is run at the 3 times, means it runs the twice. Let us see the description of Bluetooth frame structure. In a Bluetooth frame structure, first field is the access code. It is a 72-bit field containing the synchronization bit to identify the master. For identification of a master, it is used and it is for a 72-bit field. Means it is a synchronization bits. Next is a header. Header contains the 54-bit field containing the 18-bit pattern repeated thrice, means 3 times it is repeated, and the header field contains the following subfields. It contains the following subfields, that is address, which is a 2-3-bit field that can identify a maximum of 7 slaves numbered 1 to 7, and address 0 depicts the broadcast. Means it is used for broadcast communication from primary to all secondaries if the address is 0. Next, type. Type means this 4-bit field identifies the type of data coming from the upper layer. This 4-bit field that identifies the type of data from upper layer, it identifies whether the frame is ACL, SCR, pull or null. Okay. Next is the F. F means what? F is a flow control. Means this flow bit is used for a flow control, and when a device cannot receive more frames, F is set to 1. Suppose when it is set to 1, it means that the device is enabled to receive more frames. Next, A. This bit is used for the acknowledgement. Means A bit is used for the acknowledgement, for piggybacking an acknowledgement to end of the frame. Next is a S. S means this bit contains the sequence number of the frame to detect the retransmission. It is used for detect the retransmission, and it is denoting that is sequence number. As the stop and wait protocol is used, 1 bit is sufficient, and only for a single bit sufficient since the stop and wait protocol is used. Checksum. Checksum is a 8-bit field containing the checksum for a error correction. Means it is used for a error correction. Next is the data. A variable length field ranging from 0 to 2744 bits that contains the data or the control information from the upper layer. Means it is this field can be of 0 to 277 bits long, and it contains data or control information which is coming from the upper layers. This is all about our today's lecture's point. In this lecture, we discuss what is meant by Bluetooth. Bluetooth is a short range technology, short range wireless technology, and it ranges from 10 meters or 30 feet. Data transfer rate is 1 Mbps or 3 Mbps depending upon the versions. Next point we discuss, that is Bluetooth layers. There are mainly the lower layer and upper layer. Lower layer is divided into the 3 parts, that is radio, baseband and link manager, and the upper layer is divided into the application, SDP, L2 cap, and SCI is the main component which is the interface between upper and lower layer. Next point we discussed in that is the Bluetooth frame structure, which is the main part, and Bluetooth frame structure is again divided into 3 parts, that is access code, header and data. access code which is 72 bits which contains the synchronization bit, header which contains the 54 bit, and header again divided into the 5 parts, that is address, type, FAS and the checksum. Address defines the 7 slaves from 1 to 7, type which is a type of data, F is the flow control, A is the acknowledgement, S is the sequence number. Next is the checksum. Checksum which is used for detect the error, means it is used for error detection, and data which contains the data and control information, and it is ranges from 0 to 2744. This is all about our today's lecture. In next lecture we discuss the what is mean by smart Bluetooth, what is NFC means near field communication, and the mobile telephone systems means generation of the mobile communications. Thank you.